It's almost time for the Oscars, so today let's rank all 5 of the best animated feature nominations from worst to best. Hey everybody, my name is Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. Leave your list down below. How would you rank all 5 of the best animated feature nominations from worst to best? Also, leave your prediction down below. What movie do you think will win Best Animated Feature at the Oscars? And at the end of this video, I will share my prediction on what film I think will win. Coming in last place is Elemental. This is an average Pixar film. I did like it. I thought it was a really good movie. There was enough adorable moments between our characters and enough world building throughout. You see these different elements and how they coexist or don't get along as well. There's enough dedication to those moments to where you feel the conflict between a few different ones and seeing how they can come together. That's easily the highlight of the movie for me, is the exploration of fire and water and how they cannot be together. Watching them get along and how they can live together, that's a good part of the movie. The characters are likable. There's just nothing about Elemental that makes it stand out. There's no memorable sequence. When you look at some of these Pixar films that they have done before, there's a couple scenes in each movie that stands out as a very iconic moment for Pixar. Elemental, unfortunately, does not have that. Coming in 4th place is Robot Dreams. This is an emotional movie. I really was surprised by this. No dialogue within this movie, but it really touches upon friendship, and there's a certain point in friendships that they just have to move on, and there should be an acceptance of that, and you had those good times. And that's what this movie does touch upon very nicely in a very emotional way as well. Great use of the song September by Earth, Wind and Fire that really just adds to the friendship within this movie. It's very colorful. The animation is beautiful. It's a nicely paced movie to where you just feel the personal friendship amongst them and how they grow throughout this movie. It was a big surprise. One I didn't think was going to be nominated. It's one of my favorite animated movies of the year, but it really kind of just snuck up on the Oscars and earned a nomination. So I'm really happy that this movie was nominated. I don't think a lot of people have checked it out. It is certainly worth your time. Coming in 3rd place is Nimona. This is a very emotional Netflix film that has a lot of deep themes and messages within here that add to the personality of this movie and just the heartbreaking scenes throughout. This is also a really good animated film, kind of breaking away from your traditional style of animation, offering something unique about this movie. Nimona and this knight that she teams up with, Ballister, in the movie, how they develop this friendship, it feels very endearing and personal throughout, and it only gradually grows to something that you feel very connected to, and a great payoff at the end of this movie. I did not expect the emotions that came with this movie at the end, and how it built that throughout this movie, and you got glimpses of what Nimona was feeling throughout this movie, and it all just kind of came out at the end of the film, and you just felt so connected to these characters. The time spent with them, that was earned development, and it just a great payoff at the end of the film. Nimona is funny. You got likable characters. You have just emotional moments all around. Just a very impressive animated film that not a lot of people talk about when it was released. It's on Netflix. I also heard it's free on YouTube as well. So what are you doing? Go out and check out Nimona if you have not seen this movie. Coming in 2nd place is The Boy and the Heron, the latest Studio Ghibli film directed by Hayao Miyazaki. You got all your typical Hayao Miyazaki flares within this film. You have endless amounts of world building for this movie and characters that grow and odd creatures. Everything that you would expect from a Hayao Miyazaki film is in this movie and done in a very impressive way. I was impressed with the story of this young boy who's having this hard time accepting that his father has moved on and he is going to remarry. And You get all of that emotion for this young boy as he struggles with all of that and that acceptance, and it's kind of in the backdrop of this movie. But when this young boy ventures off and meets this heron that promises that he can meet his mother again, you feel the urgency surrounding that story and the personal moments for him as he jumps at that opportunity. There are some creepy moments in here, typical Hayao Miyazaki style, but I liked the world building in here and the characters, and it's a very personal story for him, and that's a chance for that development as well. All the characters that come in are likable as well. They add to the story, but for the most part, this movie does everything right for a Hayao Miyazaki film. But coming in first place is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the newest Spider-Man film. This was really good. I think the first one is good as well, but this one just amps up the moments. There's a lot of intensity to this film, realizing the role of Spider-Man and all the different Spider-Man characters you get in here, but Miles Morales, realizing what it takes to become Spider-Man, how he can break away from the traditional Spider-Man moments. Miles Morales is trying to break away from all of that and just become his own person. I think that's a cool point of this movie, and also bringing in the Spider-Verse and how you can get all these different characters integrated into the movie. There's so many cool action scenes within this film. There were so many moments I just watched it and I was awe of what I was watching and how people can make it. I'm still impressed to this day with animation and how people can just make it, and they sit behind a computer and craft all of these movies. And when you watch Across the Spider-Verse, I'm in awe of all of these scenes, and the animation style is beautiful, but everything that you like about Spider-Man, what the character stands for, is within this movie. And they teased the third film in such a cool way that I want it now. Don't know when we're gonna get it, but I can't wait for it. But Across the Spider-Verse easily is the best animated film I've seen this year. It's my favorite animated film and easily the best one of these 5. It is deserving of its nomination. I think it could have honestly been nominated for Best Picture as well. It's that good. The score is amazing. That's a snub within itself. The characters continue to grow. The action continues to grow. Just everything you love about Spider-Man is jam-packed into this movie, and I can't wait to see what it does at the Oscars. I'm very curious, though, what movie will win? Boy and the Heron or Spider-Man? Because Boy and the Heron surprised us at the Golden Globes and has won a few awards since then. Does that mean that Boy and the Heron will win Best Animated Feature? I'm not sure. I personally would like to see Spider-Man win, and I do think Spider-Man will win. But I would not be surprised if Boy and the Heron does win. So my prediction here, I'm going to say Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But if it is Boy and the Heron, I will not be surprised. I will still be happy with whatever film will win Best Animated Feature. But my prediction goes to Spider-Man. Leave your prediction down below. What one do you think will win of these 5 films? And leave your ranking down below. How would you rank all 5 of these Best Animated Feature nominations from worst to best? My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.